Alright, so it is time to cut a bob with layers. As you can see, the very first thing I'm going to do here is establish the bob. Basically establish the length, the bob haircut. We're going to establish the bob outline. So I've got an A-line section on both the right side and the left side. I just cut the right side. I'm now cutting the left side. This first section is going to be our guide for the rest of the haircut, at least as far as the bob's concerned. So you can see I've taken a center section down the middle of the back and two A-line sections from the center to both ears. And then I comb the hair down and I cut in that first section. Now, I'm going to take another A-line section, comb the hair down. That section I just got done cutting, well, that section's my guide to know how short to cut this next section. So I'm basically going to hold the hair with the comb, and I can see through the hair to the previous section that I already got done cutting, and I will match the section I'm cutting now to the previous section before. And I'm going to do this on both the right side and the left side, working my way up, taking A-line sections until I get all the way to the top and run out of hair. So again, you can see I'm combing this section down. I can see underneath it, through it, the previous section. I'm simply just cutting the current section to match the previous section. And then I will be all done with cutting in the bob. Once the bob is done being cut in, at that point we can go ahead and execute cutting in the layering. Alright, now that I've completed cutting the bob on the right side, it's time to complete cutting the bob on the left side. I'm going to do the exact same thing, take A-line sections, working my way up the head, combing that section down, looking through the hair at the previous section, using that previous section as my guide. Once I've got this side all done, then we will dive into the layering. Alright, so now it is time to cut the layers in this bob. As you can see, I've taken a center section in the middle of the back. I'm combing that section straight out. And right there, bam, I'm cutting my very first section, which is my guide for the rest of the layerings through the rest of the haircut. I'm simply going to take sections next to that section, over-directing the current section to the previous section, using the previous section as my guide to be able to cut all of the layers the same length all the way around the head. So I'm doing the layers right now on the left side. Once I've done the layers on the left side, I will continue to do the exact same thing by layering the right side. Alright, so now that the layers on the left side are done, as you can see, I'm starting to cut the layers on the right side. I'm just taking that section, combing it to the previous section. There you go. You can see the previous section underneath the current section, and I'm just using that previous section as my guide to continue cutting the layers on the right side. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some frame the face layers on the bob, just to lighten up the front. By doing this, she's going to be able to get more volume at the front of her haircut. So as you can see, the hair is dry now, and it is time to cut the bangs. The bangs have grown way too long, so we're just going to bring them up to about eyebrow length just to keep them out of her eyes. Alright, so we've come to the end of another bob with layer haircut. As you can see, the volume that the layers give this haircut. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please don't forget to put them down in the comment section below. And if you like it, hey, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And as always, I want to thank you guys so very much again for watching.